What is up, you guys? I'm back with a new product here. This company sent this out for me to review and to show you guys all about this. So this is from Hastronica. I'm not exactly sure if I'm saying that right, but I'm pretty sure I am. This isn't just for your professional licensed electrician. This could be for your DIY guy in the basement, garage, doing little projects, wiring up wires, speakers, whatever. This could be for the DIY guy, the professional electrician guy. This is for anybody, so I just want to point that out right now. I've used this one or two times before I've done this video to get a feel for everything, test the quality of it, and I will say right now, I'm pleased with how everything in this box worked. And the box itself, I want to point that out. This box is better than any box that I've ever had with product in it. Let's go ahead, dive down, and see what all these are. I'm going to show you the tools that it comes with. Also, don't forget, link's going to be in the description below for you guys to go check this product out. Keep that in mind, link in the description below. So, I'm going to go ahead, open this up. But before we open it up, let's show you the box. You can see these little square things here. And what that does is keep your stuff from flying out. And you can take this foam insert out and continue to build your own kit with more of these or whatever. So that's why they continued these little squares over here. So what these do is they like divot down right here, and it has these little square edges, and it keeps these from getting mixed up and flying around. Like if this falls out of the toolbox in your truck or work van, or you're just carrying it around and it's getting shook up, these are not going to get mixed up, and then you have to dig through. You don't have to worry about that. I really like this box because of that reason. I've had a lot of stuff where this thing will fall out of the toolbox or whatever, vibrations going down the road, and these little ones like right here, they're going to get flown around in most boxes and get mixed up. But with this box, they stay right where they are. And I'll show you guys right now. So I'm going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to shake this thing like no other. And you can see they're all still in the same place as they were. There's no worries about these getting mixed up. Now that I showed you that, let's go ahead and dive straight into this. So first thing you got is your wire cutters. These wire cutters are really good. Now, here's another little piece of wire. Let's get that out of there. So these wire cutters are really nice. They're rubber handles all the way around. Really nice. Insulated. The metal that they use on these, I'm not sure what the metal is, but I know they're really good. I've been cutting thick wire like Romex that goes in your house. That's like I think that's 16 gauge. Somebody can correct me in the comments below, but it's the house wire that you put in your house. And I've been cutting quite a few strips of that with these, and they're just as sharp as the day I got them. I'll go ahead and show you. Now you can see this black finish is like a paint, and you can see right here, that's the only part that's coming off, is just like the paint is chipping off. But there's no nicks in that cutter. There's no nicks at all. That thing is sharp. These are the sharpest cutters I've ever had, hands down. I'm not just saying that because they sent this to me. I'm going to give you guys my honest review on this. If this is junk, I'm going to tell you it's junk. If it's good, I'm going to be honest and tell you it's good. If it's bad, whatever. If you've been on the channel long enough, you know everything that I show you on my channel is something that I personally like and that I think is worth you guys going out and spending your money on this. The tools that I normally use are Milwaukee. Well, not all my tools, but I have a pair of these cutters that are Milwaukee. And and I'm not going to be using those no more. I'm going to be using these because they're really, really good. And you can see you have your little crimper thing down here, just like every other, well, most of every other wire cutters, strippers. And up here you have all your little stripping parts. They're all numbered. And my other ones don't have this. So these have like that little teeth like pliers do. And then you can grab your wire and pull it through the wall, or you can grab whatever with these, and they're really, really good. They haven't been marred down or nothing like that. They're still really good, and I've been using them. I've actually been using that part for stuff that I shouldn't even be using them for, just to see how the integrity of these are. And so far, they're holding up really good. So that is the wire cutters. Very, very, very nice. These will be my go-to wire cutter strippers. Let's go to the main piece. Now you have your little dial right here. You can adjust. I'm not a licensed electrician, so if you guys want to point this out, you can. You can laugh at me. But at first I didn't know what this was for, because I don't think my other one had this. It could have, and I just never paid attention. But what I've come to realize is I think you adjust this to the size of thingy you're using, little clip. But also at the same time, I don't know, because I've left it at this same setting. I've adjusted it and left it at the same settings, and I've went from using the small one to the big one on the same setting. So I really don't know. If you guys want to let me know in the comments below, go ahead. Feel free to, thrash me on that. But one thing I do know is when you adjust that, is it adjusts the tension. So there's a plus and minus on it, and you take that screw out right there, and then you can twist this around. Now, these can be used for a lot of different things. So, I'm going to put a few pictures up right now to show you what these are typically used for. But you can use these. I've found a lot of different uses for these. I've used different brands of these in the past. They didn't look like these, but I've found a lot of different uses for these type of pins. And if you can find a use for them, then use them. But like I say, in those pictures I just showed you, that is what they're typically used for. Stuff like that. That's what your licensed electricians and stuff will use these for. I'm going to demonstrate how these work, and I'm going to show you a little bit about them. I'm going to show you how the crimpers work and how the strippers work. But most importantly, I want to show you about these. And I want to show you that they're really, really good. Now, the wire I have here today, this is all I have right now, is I have a whole roll of this stuff from a job. And this is just Romex from, for houses. That's all this is. But you can see that's pretty thick. Some really, really thick stuff. So I want to go ahead and show you how good these cutters cut. So we have the cutters. This is what I've been cutting with these. I've cut some little wire too. So I cut some of this big stuff, and then I went to some really thin wire, just to see if cutting this would make a difference when you have to go to cut little stuff, and it didn't. The little stuff cuts just as good. So this stuff, these wire cutters cut like butter, literally. I mean, it is just so smooth, guys. Really, really smooth. Now, I'm just going to cut this strip off right here, just so I don't have to hold this whole big piece. Just aggravating. So I'm going to use this piece to do my demonstration with. Now, we're going to take our strippers. I'm just going to run around it. And then pull around. I'll show you guys how these actually strip with smaller wire here in just a second, but I want to use this for an example. I'm going to have to cut just a little bit off of this. Just like that. I'm going to slip that right in there. You can see fits down on there good. I want it snug, pretty snug around that, best it can. And then you stick that right all the way up into the plastic, and you just crimp it down. And you can see that's not coming off there. Crimps around the cable really good, and it's like a square once it crimps. So once you put this inside the piece that it's going into, normally you would have a screw that you screw down onto it, and that flat spot really helps with that. Okay, so I went and found this old electrical cord that I have. It's no good, so I don't care to cut it up. But you can see it has multiple different little pieces of wire. You have this really smaller stuff here, pretty much all the same gauge it looks like. And then you have these rubber, just weird rubber pieces in there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and strip that just like that. You can see that's not too, get it to focus, it's not too thick, but it's not too thin. I'm going to leave it just like that and just make sure there's ends, or I'm not going to twist it all the way, but I'm just going to twist it where this is not going to flare out when I go to put it inside my connector. Alright, so I didn't go with this red one. I went with the other red one right here. It's a little bit smaller than these, which is what I want. It fits around the wire really good, and the copper went up in there pretty good. So, that's what I want. Now, we're going to take these, stick it right in there. Okay, I'm going to like that. Let's see. Yeah, see, that's not coming off at all. Yeah, that's not coming off. You can see that's a pretty crimp. That's really nice. You got your wire in there. Now you have a perfect connection. Now you can just plug that into your connector and you're good to go. Tighten your screw down. And yeah, so I really, really like these connectors, guys. They work so good. You know what? Just for fun, let's go ahead and do another one. Let's see, you don't need to strip that much off. You just strip it about right there. Alright, so for this one, I'm going to go with this black one. Now it fits really good, but it's not as snug as I want it to be around the wire. As you can see, you can kind of see it. It's not that snug around it, which it really wouldn't matter if you put heat shrink. Now I'm just going to stick that right in there. You guys see that all the way up to the plastic, and then you just crimp it all the way. As you can see, that is on there. It's not going anywhere. Now what you would do in a real situation, you would grab your heat shrink. I'm just going to use black. I'm going to keep it all black on this one. Alright, so you just pull it up and slide it right there. That's where I would want it, right there. You can go up a little bit more, but that is where I'd want it. And then I would just take my heat gun or a lighter, and that would shrink down. I don't have that on me right now, but I'm sure everybody knows how heat shrink works. But that's how you would do that. And then you would have a really, really good secure connection, because that heat shrink would just be another good security purpose. And yeah, but This isn't going anywhere, even without the heat shrink. That's not pulling off. As long as you do this correctly and you have the right size for your wire, you're good. It's not coming off. So you can see both of these really nice. I have a little bit sticking out there, but that's okay. You can cut that off. But you can see really nice crimps all the way around. I think this would be a good product for you guys to get and save some money, but you're also getting a good product at the same time, and you're getting a good quantity as well. I have a little card that I'll show you that come with this, and I'll put that up in the picture or in the frame right now for you guys. But you can see it comes with all of these, and you know, it has all the specifications for each one if you're curious. But these are really good products, and you know, some of those good products that's like name brand are expensive nowadays. And I think if you can save a few bucks, it's worth it, because I mean, who's not trying to save a few bucks nowadays? But you also don't want to be trying to cut corners and buy something, especially when it's this serious, when it's electrical. You don't want to buy something that's cheap and it's just going to like malfunction and, you know, worst case scenario, burn a house down or burn a car down, because you could use these in certain parts of cars. I've actually seen it done. I haven't done it myself, but I've seen people do it on certain little connectors. You can use this for automotive, you know, whatever. Like I say, you don't want to be using something cheap that's going to, you know, do something bad like that, like burn down, melt the wire, or whatever, short out. So, with that being said, I have full faith in these. I think they're totally fine. You know, I'm still going to be testing these over, you know, this period of time, and I'm going to be doing an update video and showing you guys, you know, what's been going on with these. You don't have to go out and buy this if you don't want to, but I do suggest, you know, you try it out. Just try it out one time. You know, go on their website, go find something you need. Next time you need something, just, you know, keep this in the back of your mind and go to their website and see if they have what you need and try it out. They do have a 2-year warranty. That's what this box comes with. I think it's for all their products. I'm not exactly sure, but I know, and I really like that. A 2-year warranty for this. You know, anybody that offers a warranty, I'm all about that, because, you know, that shows a lot when they offer a warranty, in my opinion. Huge shout out to Hastronica for sending this out to me and letting me try this out. I really, really appreciate that. I'm glad I got to try this out. I really, really am. With that being said, guys, leave a like on the video. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not. I wish I could have done a lot more with this video, but like I say, I'm going to be doing other parts. I'm going to be doing other videos with this here in the future. I'm going to be doing shorts as well as other long formatted videos like this one. Leave a like on the video. I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned, because we have a pretty good thing coming up here pretty soon. Go check my last video out that I just posted. Not just that video. Go check out all my other videos, guys. I have a bunch of different ones. Thanks for watching. Leave a like on the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Adios.